on the come is not a call. I deposit, I do not withdraw.
I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZ.
It's a picturesque afternoon for football in the Northeast, and EA Sports comes to you from MetLife Stadium, just across the Hudson River from New York City. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New York Giants. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. The Giants at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down now, it's Rhodes. And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
And that's a run that will energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. You look at this defense for the Vikings. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
On first down, Rhodes. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. We're probably thinking swing passes, easy checkdowns. Some guys, they're better off throwing it downfield. That's what really loosens them up.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick here is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Duggan looking to throw.
Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
You talk about this Giant defense.
Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
With the lack of pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Duggan now to throw. That is caught. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there. Help them relax a little bit. I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Kayvon Thibodeaux, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw the first one of this game.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Duggan.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
It's taken to the 26. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run on 1st down. It's Rhodes. What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick is good. And that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Hey, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw this. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing, Duggan. He finds his man, complete. That's Webb. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Duggan to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So if you like field goals, you've come to the right spot. We've had 3 so far.
Well, this is a football game, right?
It is.
You like that one, huh? You like where I went with that? How about that one?
I like it.
Okay, but hey, let's face it. In this game right now, both defenses have responded well. They're trying to hold the line on this. You just wonder if anyone can break through with a touchdown and put some pressure on their opposition.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Quickly to Addison here. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. So from the 37, here's 2nd down and a yard. To throw is Duggan. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a give, right side. Shelby, and he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Dugan. Great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. And I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Vikings are able to move back in front. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try the left side. Rose. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Let's go now. 19 tight. 19 tight. Hurt. Come 19. Come 19.
Looking to throw. Dugan.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's second and 10.
Operating from the gun. Dugan.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any incompletions on first and second down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On third down, Dugan. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
He'll take it at the 42. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4.
And it will be first and 10 as they take over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Completed to Hyatt.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ball at the 14 for second and 5.
Back to throw again.
Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now back to throw. Dancing to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal, a loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick is indeed good, and that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
But they'll run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun, Dugan. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They'll look to throw here. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Giants have retaken a third-quarter lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. From the gun on third down, Dugan. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit, what's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Second and 11. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Duggan looking to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Duggan now to throw.
Rolling to his left. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
To throw on 3rd down. Duggan, middle of the field to Jefferson. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And we are all tied at 16 apiece. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
13-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the Giants send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at the 43. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 48-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Duggan. Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taking it about the 16. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Rhodes. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A good pickup there at 22.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Duggan will look to throw this. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Throwing, Duggan. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down, take the completion, keep moving.
The Giants on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Duggan to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw is Duggan. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Back to throw. Dugan. And his throw is incomplete. Down as close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I won't run the ball 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Dugan escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Good coverage yet again down here by the goal line. Everyone's blanketed, and he's forced to throw it away and try and come up with something on 3rd down.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Rhodes. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Well, almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here we go. This is 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Now it looks like he'll throw here. his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Shelby. And he gets it down to the 32. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Viking first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football.
And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Vikings have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Giants. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
He finds his man complete. That's Webb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. What a finish in this one, Charles. Yeah, this
Say you gon' ride. Say you gon' step by me. Spin and slide. Say you gon' step by me. Who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me?
Yeah, told him I would be a boss before I had business. I don't even need nobody here to vouch. I was all alone, so I ain't have a witness. Right back to the lab. Gotta go to